Hey, welcome to the channel, and today we're making a gaming PC. For the longest time, I have been playing games on this little laptop, and I decided I want something a little bit bigger. So today we're making a gaming PC. In your gaming PC, you first need to get some parts. So here's the parts I got, and all the parts I got are going to be in the description below. But here's something you can know, is that gaming PCs can be whatever you dream of, whatever the budget is, and whatever they're accessible with. So it doesn't need to be exactly how I put it. Whatever your budget is, it can be reached from like the minimum $550 towards set to at least thousands even. The one I got is around $700 at max. Okay, so here's all the parts that we got right in front of us, and of course to unbox this, I'm gonna need some help from AMD, which she agreed to. So thank you, AMD, and come on in.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're gonna work basically from here on towards the first thing we're gonna do is the motherboard. The motherboard is basically holds everything together, all the functions, and is in charge of everything. And it's like a mother, holds everything together. So now let's begin this opening. Okay, now we have our motherboard all set up for us. Now we have to insert the CPU, the central processing unit. This thing for any computer is one of the most vital things we must have. And now, this thing works so hard because it's a central processing thing, right? It processes everything. So that we need a fan or else it'll explode or get overheat. So now, let's begin inserting this to the motherboard.
First, you're gonna get the little steel part. You're gonna take it to the left and then up, so it can move out of the way for the CPU.
And now we have to be very careful on this part, for if we touch the yellow part, it could really hurt us. And it damages like a CD. Now we get our fan, and we unscrew these so we can insert this fan inside.
Okay, so now you're gonna unscrew the 4 screws that are here. Next to this, where you put your CPU, there are 4 places where there were screws. We undid the screws. Now you're gonna get the fan, and you're gonna align the fan with the screw places. Make sure that you don't touch the sticky part because that could get really stuck on your fingers.
We just finished inserting our fan and our CPU. Now we're going to insert our memory, or other term called RAM. And as you know, for computers too, and human beings too, without memory we don't remember anything. So let's insert a memory.
So there will be 4 banks here. You're gonna leave the first and the third bank unbothered. But for the second and the fourth bank, you're gonna untick these. Then you're gonna get your RAM or your memory and you're gonna line it up with these. After you line it up, push down, it'll make a tick sound. And after it makes the tick sounds, the things will lock in. Now do it with your second memory.
Ooh, thank you.
So now they both are ticked in, and all of them are ticked.
Okay, now to finish off the CPU, to make the CPU fan work, in fact, we now have this black cable, and now as Amory is doing, we insert it here where the section it says, in little handwriting, saying CPU fan. You insert, as Amory is doing, and boom. Now we're going to move on to the next part. The next part is the solid state drive, or storage. Which one we chose is a very good option, and it's very minimal. So now we have to first get our screw. After you unscrew it, you take out the black cover, and you then replace it with your storage. You then insert it, make sure it lines up, and hear the click noise so you know it is inserted properly. Ah, there it is. Boom. Now you can just get your screw.
Take the cover, and you're going to place it back where it was before. And now you can put the cover back on and screw this back in.
Now that we finished the motherboard, let's insert the motherboard inside the case. So first we have to take out the glass. We then take out the glass, place it somewhere safe, and then we insert our motherboard. And you might be asking, where do we put this inside the tower? Inside the tower, there's a special area for it, right over here. Then, and likewise, you can see the shape is right over here too. So we then place it inside by simply dropping it, pushing it, Oh, okay. So after adding the motherboard inside this tower, we are then going to get our graphics card. And we're using the GTX Gigabyte graphics card. It's one of the best ones for any graphics card. And let's open this up. And here's our graphics card. So let's insert the graphics card to the PCIe spot right over here. So then we're gonna line it up and make sure it clicks, and boom, we inserted our graphics card. Okay, so we just completed a major portion of the build. So let me do a real quick recap of what we just did. So we first inserted the CPU fan, the memory, the SSD, and inserted the motherboard in the ATX case. Now we also added an additional graphics card inside of it. So now we finished the motherboard. We're now gonna insert the power supply and mess with some cable connections. But as you know, this is my first time building a gaming PC, and I might need some expert to help me out. So I like to invite my dad to help me out.
Alright, Aiden, you need some help?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so let me see what you finished so far. Yeah. So can you get the power supply?
Got you. Here you go.
Okay. every time, this is very important, you know, every equipment or any component you install, anything, it comes with a catalog. Always you have to read the catalog. So this one of the heaviest the component whenever you build a computer.
Oh, do you want me to put the box away?
Yeah, you can put the box in.
Do we need this red one?
Yes, we need that too.
Here you
Get
go.
that. Okay. So, oh, Eden, this looks so complicated. So many wires. I have no idea. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. So let's see.
Here you go.
Okay. So many wires, but don't worry about it. We may not need all of it. So we have to look at this. So the first connection, there are. So we need two connect. We don't have a SATA hard disk, so we don't need that. So we already connected the fan. So we don't need that. So basically we need only two connections. You're so lucky.
That's it?
Only two. Yeah. So let's install this power supply first. So the easiest way to do is, so you put this through this way. And one more thing. Oh, I was doing the wrong way. The exhaust fan, you see that there is a filter here. There is an air hole, right? So if you put it the other way, this will be blocked. So it should be the other way. So the fan has to go the downwards.
Okay,
You see that? Okay. So come this way. Sir. So we need 4 screws. Get me the 4 small screws. This one. So we have to align 4-pin cable.
Yeah.
And then we have another 8-pin cable.
Yeah.
But it's a 4-pin cable. You asked me a question why we need only 2.
Yeah.
Basically, we need only this 24-pin cable which give the power to the motherboard. Everything is on the motherboard and it can get the power. But the CPU, you know that it's a central processing unit, one of the heart and the brain of the computer. It works so hard all the time. It is working whenever the computer is on. Same like a hard-working guy need a lot of power. CPU need a lot of power.
Got it.
So we need only this for the CPU, this for the motherboard. So let's insert through here. You get it? Can you pull it up? Okay. So we will do that cable arranging and everything, you know. We need some zip ties and everything to tie it. So we will do that at final stage. So we have the powers here. So this cannot reach so closely. So let's install this one first. So this is a 24-pin. This is the reason I said that this is important. If you're putting in a wrong way, it can bend the pin and then we have to change the whole motherboard. So make sure you take this only the first. See, it is going in. Ooh. It is. I think something, it was sitting on this.
Oh,
that's okay. So then we connect the next 4-pin. Make sure it is firmly connected.
Yeah.
So it is. So the next one is this. But you know, it is so hard to connect it, so it's so short.
Yeah.
So let's do a extension for that.
Oh, that's why we need the red cord.
Yeah. So always this is a lock which goes on this side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, finally.
Okay, it's clicked. So okay, this is another tough part. We have to connect here. Okay.
Great.
So that's also connected. Okay, Aiden, so we connected the power to the motherboard and the CPU power in the motherboard.
Got it.
The next thing is we have 3 fans.
Yeah.
One is the CPU fan and 2 system fans also. The system fans comes with the ATX board. So we need to make sure all the fans are powered up.
Got it.
So the CPU fan, I think you already connected
Yeah.
here.
Got that one.
Okay. And the next one is,
Would this be one?
let me check. Okay, these two fans are going there. So I have to set here. Need more. Okay, this is another fan. You see a system fan connection there? It is
Yes.
here. Okay, we connected one more fan, and the another fan is connected here, the system fan. Okay, then let's do the LED connection for the front panel then. Okay, and the next connection is a USB 3.
Got it.
This is a USB 3 for the front, the back side.
Got it.
Okay, the USB 3, can you see it? It's written USB 3.
Yeah, I see that one. So we plug it in?
Yeah, let's plug it in this one. See, this has a notch, this on this side, and there is a slot here, so it goes in there, this way. Make sure. Can you check it is connected properly? Yeah, it is.
It is? Okay.
Okay, and the next one is the HD audio connection. Okay?
Yeah.
And the HD audio, can you see the audio here?
Oh,
so
I
it
see.
goes there. So let's make sure. There is one pin missing. You see that one pin is missing here?
Yeah.
So look at there, one pin missing on the top. So it goes this way. Okay, Eden, we completed all the installations, cables and everything, and here is the most important thing. Like everything, you know, when you build something, you have to test it. So let's test it. All the connections are okay. If it is powering on, okay. If you reach until this part,
Congrats.
yeah. Okay, so get the power. Connect it there. Just plug it in. Okay, that's it. And turn on. Okay, and you have to come here and turn it on. Yeah. Let's see if it is. Wow.
Wow.
Looks like
great.
everything is powering on, but we don't know for sure. For that, we have to do what?
We must link it up to the monitor.
We have to connect to the monitor and see everything is okay.
Great.
All right.
Alright.
So I hope from here you can take it, right?
Yes.
Good.
Okay, now we're going to connect the gaming PC to the monitor, to the mouse, and the keyboard. So let's lift this up. Now we're going to connect the monitor to the gaming PC. And since we have an extra graphics card, and the monitor shows what we're doing, right? We connect the graphics card, the HDMI, to here. Okay, next I'm gonna connect the keyboard to the gaming PC and the mouse as well. So we get this. Open it up. Great. So now we can take this out. And now link up the power supply. So far things are going so good. And now we're gonna install the operating system. And it's up to you to choose whatever you like, but I'm gonna choose Windows 10 64-bit. So I have it over here in this flash drive and insert it. Okay, so let me power it on and start it up. Okay, I just finished installation of Windows 10, and now I'm gonna log in and download some of my favorite games. Okay, and to wrap this all up, we're gonna have the antenna, which is gonna help for the Wi-Fi. Put it on. Great. Now we're gonna add the case for the gaming PC on. Put it back on. And the last one. Okay, we completed the build of the gaming PC. All the components I use for this gaming PC will be in the description. Hope you enjoyed, and remember to click that like button, and hope you subscribe. Thank you.